Cameras trained on one man, in a rich vein of form and topping the scoring charts. Will he add more today on EA TV? Hello and welcome to the south coast of England. We're here at the Amex Stadium. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary. And alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It's Brighton and Hove Albion, and they face Northampton Town.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
And the team selected for Brighton and Hove Albion.
Well, I think they have a nice balance to their team. A solid back four, two holding midfielders, three creative players in advance of them, and a mobile centre forward. It's a good team.
Thank you for attending today's game at the Amex Stadium. Enjoy the match.
And so the match is underway. Anderson Talisca. Well, a look at the form book tells us this ought not to be a contest. The hosts have the poorest attack in the league, their opponents the best.
Well, Derek, I'm not sure what their biggest problem will be today. Scoring themselves or stopping the opposition. I think this is going to be a very difficult game for them.
Good-looking ball. There could be a chance now. Is it going to be? Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire.
Well, as the replay shows, it all started with that perfectly weighted ball over the top of the back line. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Well, that is how to run at defenders. Castrovili. Anderson Talisca. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. Magnificent defending. Castrovili. Will it happen for them? And delivered towards the back post. Well, still an issue here. Brilliant save. giving the ball away. And Borges with it. Delightful pass. And a textbook interception. A chance for him to get in behind, maybe. Good technique displayed. Castrovili. And a chance to level it. Oh, marvellous defending to deny him. And Borges with it. Must score. Oh, terrific save.
Well, you're absolutely right. That's a top-class save. Just look how he reacts.
And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. A sloppy pass. Now what can they do from here? And the referee says penalty. And into the book he goes too.
Well, once he gave the penalty, he was always going to give him a yellow card.
A chance to extend their lead. And he finds the net. No difficulties encountered.
Well, here it is again. The keeper tries to read the penalty, but in the end, he just makes no effort whatsoever. That's a strange decision.
Well, a second goal for them here. Roden. Is it going to end up being productive for them?
Well, the stats confirm Brighton's control of the ball, but they've shown a real lack of invention today. One or two of their more talented players need to step up now to get them back into this game.
And he's taken it away. Saint-Maximin. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Illegal play, and hence a free kick. Well, on the cusp of the half-time interval, and the visitors are prospering. Stuart, what have you made of their performance?
Well, they've played some really good football up to now. In particular, the way they've got it into their front players has been excellent. I've also liked the movement of the strikers. They just now need to take this forward into the second half.
Ramos. Oh, terrific pass. The end product just wasn't there. Not the best challenge, free kick. So that is that. The first 45 minutes have come and gone, and it's the visitors on top.
Well, we talked about their scoring record at the start of the game, and it's been the same old story today. Far too strong, far too dynamic for their opponents, and clinical when they've had the chances too. I just can't see there being a response, if I'm honest.
The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Anderson Talisca. tremendously strong in the tackle. Trossard. Talisca! And there it is! Still life left in this game, and they have the momentum now.
Well, here it is again, and it was never really in doubt, was it? He was always going to score from there.
Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. Will it happen for them? Just the clearance that was called for. Will he play it in? They've lost it. Well, there's been quite a lot of talk on the Everton front in recent days, and they have the new signing finally confirmed, Stuart.
Well, at about £50 million, I think he'll prove to be an excellent signing. He's certainly got the skill and character to be a real star for them.
Borges. Ramos with it. Surely! There it is! 2 to the good now, and that gives them a buffer.
Well, that was a fairly easy finish in the end, but he still had to take it. He won't mind how they come, though.
Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. So on with the action, and 3-1 the scoreline at the moment. So a half an hour remaining. And we have more live Premier League action coming up for you soon on EA TV. And he's headed it in!
Well, here it is again, and the pace in which they break forward is devastating. It's so hard to defend against, but just look at the space he has. He doesn't even have to jump. Of course it's a good finish, but the marking is woeful.
Substitution time it is. And as they restart the game, it's fair to say the gulf in quality between the two sides has been huge. Trossard. Rodon. Trossard. Don't forget, we have more live action from the Premier League coming up here on EA TV. It's Northampton Town facing Brentford. Anderson Talisca. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. And into the last 20 minutes. Oh, surely. Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, we can take another look now. It's wonderful interplay between the two of them to start the move. And once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Back with Ramos. Oh, lovely ball. Well, the keeper had a lot of ground to cover. Splendid save. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, the danger is still there. And he cuts inside. Defended well. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Anderson Talisca. In behind for him to chase. And brave goalkeeping to deal with the danger.
Well, he had to get that right, didn't he? That's good goalkeeping.
Fruitful looking attack. And he takes on the shot. Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. Both managers deciding this is the time to change things around. Both teams going to the bench. So the corner played into the box. Well off target. Didn't have an awful lot of space to work with, however. Good tackle. Useful looking ball. Oh, it's gone in, would you believe? And that is going to be classified as an own goal.
Well, as the replay shows us, that will be classed as an own goal. He's a bit unlucky there.
Well, that own goal has put them behind. Undav. And he's won the ball. Well, this is far from over. We're going to have 5 minutes of stoppage time. Tremendous ball played through, but mistimed his run.
Well, he's got the timing all wrong there. He just needs to bide his time.
Costa with it. Well, great read there to intercept. Good pass. Saint-Maximin. And space for the cross. And so the referee blows for full time, and it goes down as a victory for the visitors.
Well, they were excellent, weren't they? But I'm not surprised. Their ability to create chances has been good all season, and today was no different.